not going to hit anybody, unfortunately, but they can use Silver Surfer's board offensively. They can get into these boxes with it, but they're playing safe. They're trying to stay back here because they don't want to go down too early, and David, unfortunately, going to fall to Gig's combat shotgun there.
And as we're watching this engagement, let's go ahead and catch all the audience up to speed to what would be the Marvel Super Cup. It is a mixture of the Marvel powers alongside with the arena mode. So you're going to have, I agree, and it's still in line for Monster D-Face. You are a man and a half when you have yourself this epic, legendary weapon in your arsenal. And there it is. You mentioned that pop it out from the desk to make sure you got all your kind of TPS reports done accurately as Aqua goes down to the ambush play from Steals and Rain. But I've been saying this whole time, Clay, in the EU side, hey, Stark Industry, it giveth and taketh. You have these opportunities that you could pop up, but you kind of mentioned you got to have your head on a swivel because that ambush could come out of nowhere and wipe you right back into the lobby.
And we saw that with EU as well. A lot of bush plays, a lot of ambushers coming out, and that is a factor of not having as many builds. You're not as confident. And with the ability that can go through these walls, like Iron Man's Unibeam and Doom's Mystical Bomb that creates an AoE fire, you have to always be ready. You cannot just confidently sit in a box. And look, Rain and Steals, they are camping this reboot card.
And you're seeing that the max builds per player is going to be 60. So that's what we mean that they have the maximum, considering that there is a mat lore. It's not going to be 150 that you're used to seeing. Here we go, Sentry. And going in, can Wolverine's Claws be a factor in this box-to-box situation? We have yet to see it on the broadcast stage here today on Fortnite. Let's see, here it goes. Wolverine Claws go out. He's going to go ahead and switch over to the shotgun. Went down to the AR blast, went ahead and fished it out. But here comes Wolverine's Claws. Now he's going to be able to break down some builds and cause a little bit of destruction. And Ploof, he's trying to get away, hearing Wolverine knocking on the front door. But now that silver board's going to be on a cooldown. The pepper effect is there. He's going to go ahead and crank the height. But it could be just a matter of moments before that height goes down. And yeah, the shockwaves go up, and here it comes, Clay. It's going to go right back down. Hey, but Wolverine's Claws has the ability to kind of regen as well. And that's what Sentry's going to go ahead and do. Disengage and regenerate.
And unfortunately, what goes up must come down. Sancho, H&G is going to fall as he runs away. Evasion is going to get the elimination there with Smite. And notice there is no one else in that build, so they were able to get that last Elam there on the Puffed as well. And we will. But what's interesting about this duo we're watching right now, I don't know if they have any superpowers in the inventory. Smite definitely doesn't. And they don't even need it right now. Those beams came through. The 3-2-1 came through, and he tried to Bramble Shield away. His teammate was able to Silver Surfboard out, but he can't. The Crash Pad's coming through. You can't just disengage like that. You're going to get beamed again, and now we see Groot's Bramble Shield there. Smite may choose to pick it up, but he decides to completely ignore it.
Completely ignore it. The Silver Surfboard was able to Silver Surfer's board was able to close the gap, and you were seeing that is such a great utility to engage, but also to close out an engagement. You called it right there, Clay. The Crash Pad's coming out, trying to get away, and we all know when Crash Pads go out, the trajectory is going to be easily, beamed, so you gotta be careful when you do that. At the same time, pressure here in Smite 64 Invasion. Do have to be careful. There is some arrows looking this way, and a unit beam from across the map is probable. You could send it as far as the eye can see, and it is almost like a hit scan. That's gonna bop you right in the way. There is opportunity to dodge it. You have to be careful. If you see that big red light coming your way, you better do your best to extend your box. But if this is your first time, if this is everyone's first time watching Marvel Super Cup in NAE, the way it works, it's going to be just like Arena. Wow, ooh. Mama Mace gets dunked on with the green pump by Smite 64. All 64 bits of graphics going right through the dome right then and there.
And it has everything that you would normally have in the Battle Royale Arena mode. You've got shockwaves, you got crash pads, you got harpoon guns. We've seen those used. But these superpowers is going to make it that much harder to get revives off and to get where you want to be in these games. You see the immediate uses of the board there to try to get in, and a Unibeam going to come through from the side. I think that's going to be both players eliminated, if not one of them down very low. He's in the box. The Wolverine, does he have his claws? Does he have the ability? But Venom Smash and Grab is there. He is going to get the tag. He gets him down low, but no, Twice is not able to do it. A heroic play almost went his way. And he's looking to grab someone right now. You hear that audible cue that it comes out. You can also kind of see a glow on some of these players when they have it, but it's going to get a drop down Ethan gonna go down. Evasion will get the elimination. Smash and grab coming through the Silver Surfer board there, but not able to get any tags. They're just gonna rely on their epic and legendary pumps. The shots will connect and they will get the elimination. Is he gonna keep Venom Smash and grab? I think he is. He's completely dropped Iron Man's Unibeam for it. No, the symbiote is not afraid of anyone, Sancho. They are going in. They don't care. They say, we want as many points as we can. This game, if they finish it out with a victory with no more eliminations, will be a 100+ game. Nice shot there, but Evasion not able to get it as Icon's rushing. Gonna take him down, but Smite got him low. Will he be able to get out? The cooldowns are not up for him, and he gets the spray through there. Will clutch up, but he doesn't have a teammate anymore.
Wow, Smite 64 with 8 elims, Evasion before getting fully confirmed, got 4 elims, so a decent start. 83 points, looking really strong. You mentioned that if they closed out the victory royale, that'd be a fantastic start. And we saw in EU region basically back-to-back solo clutches from a player losing their duo partner early on, but zone. So hey, I think Smite 64 may want to stay pat here, because you can look at that big structure around Smite 64. That's not going to give anyone opportunities to kind of guess where he is exactly. So a unit beam coming through might not be the end, but Smite 64 is saying, hey, again, Sancho, I'm here ready to fight. I have this power. I'm doing well. I'm vibing. I'm here racking up elims. Let me do my thing, big doggy.
He wanted. He said, you know what? Hey, he doesn't have to play solo. I don't got to play too passive as a solo, Sancho. I want to do my thing. I want to get these elims. I want to just keep getting points. True. And luckily, he's got another solo right by him. Bo is box up there. If he sees this box, guess what's going to come through?
Yeah, I guess what it is. Unibeam, now more people are coming through and going to the dead center of that half in and half out, making their way as close as possible. We're going to take a look at more rotations coming through. Reigning Steels, who we saw earlier in this match, doing really well. 7 elims, 68 points, just behind that kind of play that Smite 64 has been doing. But Reigning Steels, that full force as a duos, and they look like they're going to have an opportunity to kind of build a structure here that is really strong to indicate that they're going to make a play for height. Now, the ability to have a height alongside with Silver Surfboard is you could essentially vault yourself over to another connecting piece, Clay. And we have been seeing that this surfboard is essentially used just like a launch pad can be. But Reigning Steels now raining down a lot of the players that are making the late rotations.
You put it perfectly. We may see one player stay on the back side of zone, one player is over surfer board all the way to the front, and then you just come together with that board and you maintain high ground. You can lose high ground, however. We haven't seen a lot of this, and I definitely would love to see if NAEs can do it. But Unibeam upward. Unibeam to try to take out high ground. Iron Man's Unibeam is so strong. It can knock down so many builds, but no one has really found that out and really tried to take high ground that way. So maybe a little theater crafting here for NAEs to see if they can do it. Rain looking to just beam players. Doesn't even matter. Doesn't even care that this is in-game. He's just fragging out right now with his duo partner on height.
And having that Iron Man Unibeam is going to create a lot of pressure. It does not take a lot of pressure to suppress the players fighting for height. And the sound of Unibeam, Thor's hammer, all these Marvel powers can suppress any pushes towards height. And there you see that great use of their height that they have in their builds, now vaulting over to the other side, and that's just going to put them in front of the zone. And now they're going to have this cooldown, and when the rotation changes again, they're going to have that come back up again. But they just have to be careful. Avoid those unit beams, stay on your feet, and don't get shield cracked.
Yeah, and we don't really see that many Iron Man Unibeams being used right now. This team only has one, and it's on Steels. He does get some tags on the players, but he gets tagged up himself. Bo is still in this game. We've got Smite still in this game as well. Brain is going to get a nice tag here as the player's flying through the air. His partner, though, Steels took a lot of damage on rotation. Rain taking a lot of damage as well. Bo will pick up an elimination there. This is not good. They are playing high ground, but they are getting contested and sprayed at by everyone in the lobby. A lot of solos left. Smite still down there as well. Bo down there. Silver Surfer board on out. We saw Smite go through. Kodo is going to fall there to Rain. A lot of damage being thrown. A lot of tags. They can lose high ground. The board comes through. It may have been a Bramble Shield there from Groot as well, but they've lost high ground.
Yeah, that unit being just really put a rain on Rain's parade for that moment, but they're still cooking. 101 points for their opening match, a really strong performance. It's a top 3 situation. There is a solo out there taking up a spot here. 4 players left total. Rain now is getting beamed, but look at it. Steals is going in with the unit beam. A strong performance, just misses the bouncer. Does get a little bit of gravity, a tweak of the ankle, but it didn't matter. Rain and Steals are looking gravy with a 115-point performance and the first victory royale here in the NAE's broadcast, Clay.
Yeah, that was a great way to start it off, but we got to give props to Smite as well, taking it all the way into that end game as a solo. Got 3rd place there, but what a game for Rain and Stills. 12 elims and the victory royale. Man, that's one way to start.